Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the PM Silver Bullet for Thursday, December 7th on NQ. So before we do that, let's go to the Kraken Silver Bullet indicator, and since this is a PM session, let's start off with lunch. Usually you just start off with lunch for the PM session. And there you go. You're kind of in the middle of PM or the lunch buy side and sell side. So no reason to go any higher because that's the last session. So that's why I always start with this one, see where it's at. Okay, now before we get here, let's see what all we have here. We have an order block right here that's being respected to go higher, right? But let's also pull a fib from high to low here and see if where optimal trade entry is at, which is right here above the order block. So look at all this being respected. So optimal trade entry is being respected, and now we're going higher, which tells me that for me right now, they're aiming for the New York lunch right now. That's where it's headed. This high, this high, this high. It's all failed swing, failed swing. So it should hit these pretty aggressively when it goes up pretty quickly. Okay, this is a stronger swing low because it took out this liquidity. This is a stronger swing low because it took out this. So going down, this is going to be a high resistance liquidity run. This is going to be a low resistance liquidity run. Failed swing, failed swing. Now we're taking these out, right? So I'm looking to go long is what I'm looking for right now to target this right here. Okay, then we can look to target lower if we wanted to. Depends if we got in a trade or not. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is keep going candle by candle and see what we see here. You would not want to trade in during any of this stuff. I mean, just look at that choppy, chop, chop. That's some gross chop. I wouldn't want to deal with that. Looking for a fair value gap, displacement. Okay, there we go. So we have a fair value gap right there. So if we can go back into that fair value gap, we'll take a trade. All right, so I have to buy there. Let's aim for that. It's 20 points. So I know this is a much longer because of our way we're doing it, but let's go right there. All right, so let's go with, let's see what happens here. Okay, look at that. All right, so that's flattened there. All right. Oh, let's see, do we aim for sell side? There's some displacement. So right now you got, your market structure shift here. If we're going to go lower, fair value gap here. Comes back into that fair value gap, I would order, do a sell. I might just leave without us. There's another small fair value gap right here. Okay. Goes into that. We're still targeting this low, so we could get into that. So let's sell one there. Where would I go? Let's go over that fair value gap and let's aim for this down here. Okay, let's see how that goes. I don't like taking 2 trades on the PM session. This is not one I would normally take. But if it gets to 1500, I'm probably exiting the trade. Because that last hour, I do not like being in the trade during the last hour. It's sometimes very volatile. So now we're reducing our risk because we've already taken one winner. I don't want to give anything back. So I would be, oh, I forgot to put these on, didn't I? This was up here. Now we're going to put it right here. And TP is down here. Closes below this low again, I'm going to be break even. All right, so we're going break even now. Go to this high here. We're getting close to 1500. All right, so at 1500, we're going to exit our trade. So we're going to close our position. And that's all we got right there. 18 handles. Hourly candle. Yeah, good thing, because it would have totally taken us out. Good thing. I always exit at the 1500 when I do PM session. I do not like going into that last hour. Like I said, it goes it acts very weird. I wonder if it takes us out at the end of the day. Does it take it out? Nope. See, I don't like that power hour. Okay, so here's a second trade. All right, we came to the 2 o'clock hour. We had pulled our Kraken silver bullet indicator, and we noticed that the New York lunch high and low, we were kind of in the middle of it, right? Of these blue lines. So we can go either way. Well, we looked left and we saw that an order block is being respected here. We pulled our fib and saw that optimal trade entry was being respected here. It's chopping, but it's not going any lower. And starting to move up higher as we started the 2 o'clock hour. So that was enough for me to decide that we're aiming for the high. So we wanted to get in on trade aiming for the high. We created a fair value gap. We got in on the fair value gap, aiming for the high here. Okay, then we had a market structure shift to go lower. Didn't get in on that first entry. We got in a lot lower. Truth be told, that's probably a discount if we pull our fib from here to here at that time. I usually don't take the second trade because of it being the PM session. If I already made one, I don't want to give it back. Take one trade. If it's a winner, I don't want to usually don't get in on a second one on the same session. Don't like to. If I'm having the same target, I will, but this is like trading both ways. Don't like doing that. Especially at the silver bullet hour at the end, the power hour, I don't like to be in at all because it's very volatile. Can be. Some days it doesn't do anything. Some days it's extremely volatile. I don't like that, especially the last 10 minutes of that hour. So if I was in the second trade, I told you I moved my stop very aggressively, and as soon as the last I crossed over the 1500, I'm exiting my trade, and I did. Good thing I did, because when that happened, immediately started going up. Would have taken us out anyway at break even. So take my trade, get out as soon as I can at the 1500 right there. But normally I would never take this trade. So this was just to show you what you could have done, because someone would have said in the comments, well, what about the market structure shift down? Well, that's where you could have traded it. I wouldn't have. I would have exited here and been done for the day. I don't like trading up and then trading down. It seems like chasing the market. But Anyway, that's your 2 Silver Bullet trade setups during the PM session on Thursday, December 7th, using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator.